question of the day is two questions. Who killed 051 Wu? How did he die? Number two, did 051 Wu or anybody else from 051 have something to do with CHF Zoo's murder? I don't know. I got my thunky though. You know what I'm saying? My thunky has rolled up in that grab leaf. I got my thunky though. I hope you got your thunky. You know what I'm saying? My thunk is rolled up in grabba leaf and nothing else. I hope yours is too. You know what I'm saying? Skate. Y'all see this? It's a grabba leaf king size hemp paper because I'm a king. That's for everybody who always asks me, Mako, what you be rolling up in? Stop asking me that question.
Actually, some photos from the scene of that shooting here. You can see the green Lamborghini. You can't see any injuries or any people that are hurt in these images, but you can just see the vehicle that incident went down in. But it's basically been reported that this has kind of been confused with the shooting where Wu lost his life. And various outlets, including Squid Ape, who does a lot of really good reporting on everything going on in Chicago. He has made it clear that he believes the actual crime scene, and there's been footage of it too. So the incident itself apparently actually went down in a different location on 127th and Western, but he was shot.
Whoa, 127th and Western? Western? Why the fuck are you on 127th and Western?
Killed at the same night, December the 28th, 2025. And a lot of people are just mourning him, pointing out the fact that he was related to 051 Melly, who's obviously one of the most notorious Chicago shooters, hitters, whatever you want to call them, in the city to ever really do it. You know what I'm saying? We're not condoning it, but he was notorious in those streets, okay? Now, one Redditor did post some footage of the alleged crime scene, the actual crime scene where Wu passed away. And this did appear to be on 122nd and Western, which again is quite far away from downtown. Yeah, so this is some of the footage from the crime scene. Now we're not seeing anything
crazy.
You know, we're not seeing any injuries or anything like that.
So this is the real footage of when 051 Wu got killed. So we did the reaction yesterday where we thought it was him in the green Lamborghini. He wasn't in the green Lamborghini. That's what everybody's saying. They saying this is what happened on 122nd or 127th in Western. So a lot of people was getting that shit confused because the shootings happened the same day.
You know, a large police presence, and they've got sort of a enclosed area locked down here, and members of the public are kind of just trying to see what's going on with this. So it seems like this actually is footage from the scene where Wu passed away. Basically, people are trying to get to the bottom of this. People are saying it's actually one face a month at this point. It is sad. I mean, we just saw the death of Bezu. You know, we're seeing all different types of people that were really legendary or at least connected to, you know, that really early golden age of Chicago drill. You know, people like Bezu and Melly and like their back and forths are legendary. Like
these dudes be getting caught in the burbs in Indiana like every other members don't live or hang out there too. Resting 122nd and Western is not the suburbs. Not even. That's the wild hunters, nigga. Like just like bro said right here, 127th and Western is not the suburbs. It's close to the border, but that's not the suburbs, bro. You know what I'm saying? And even the suburbs, you could say like Country Club Hills. That shit sound luxurious. It's hoods over there. You know what I'm saying? That's close. Harvey, Lil Durk brother got killed in Harvey. Harvey is the hood. I don't even think it's one good neighborhood in Harvey, but it's considered the suburbs. But that's the hood though. Like, you know what I'm saying? But Harvey is like 153rd and that type of shit. 163rd over there. 122nd is still Chicago. Nobody considers that the suburbs at all.
You know, even now, if I pop out and I talk about, you know, the back and forths that Bezu and Melly had, a lot of people want to hear about that. A lot of people want to know what's going on. And, you know, these things, they do seem to unfortunately catch up with people in the city. It's very, very sad. It says these dudes be getting caught in the burbs in Indiana like every other members don't live or hang out there too. RIP. Some people are saying nobody considers 122 West in the burbs, even if it technically is. Saying LMAO, it's called the Wild 100s for a reason. People are saying 122nd and Western is Blue Island, right by Blue Island train station. You out-of-towners need to learn your place around here. That is 110% the suburbs, and that is 110% not the Wild 100. Which part of Wild 100s is in the suburbs as well? Just because people gangbang an area doesn't mean it's not the suburbs. Y'all are literally short bus riders in this bitch. Look,
people just be weird. I don't know. We're not even going to go back and forth. We're not about to go back and forth about that.
I know.
122nd and Western is the fucking city, bro. Stop it.
How everything goes down from the hundreds to the 140ths. Okay, it's a whole different story.
Hold on, y'all. This is my clothing brand. I need y'all to go support your boy, okay? And supporting your boy with some pretty cheap clothing, all right? And you gonna be fly and fresh as hell, man. All right, link in the description. They.us. Go shop.
It was saying Beverly is right there. Nobody can call the burbs the jungle, and many more hoods right there. Just say you don't know. The hundreds everywhere get wild from the hundredths to the 140ths. Okay, there's a lot of back and forth. People arguing over 122nd and Western is being far from considered the wild 100s. There's been a lot of argument. Okay, they're saying it's a good area, but not downtown, as people have made very clear. Did not happen downtown.
It's not a good 120. There's no. The entire Western Street is not good. Okay, I don't give a fuck if you on 79th and Western, 84th and Western, 120. No, you on Western, you in the hood, bro. Stop it, bro. Like, what are we talking about? Why are we even arguing about this?
So I hate when the out-of-towners try and tell Chicago MFs what the burbs is and not. If you know the rack, you know the south suburbs ain't shit, but the rack extended.
Exactly.
Because exactly, Blue Island is hood as hell. It's basically Chicago. He was at Tommy's. Okay. All because they was doing this shit downtown and then the South Loop. We had a super duper good ass run in the early to middle 2000s from Divine to Bevy. Entourage, Stone, Lotus Underground, Cherry Red, Transit, Lumen. Bitch, we was outside 7 nights a week. Dudes mess everything up, and now they pushed to the burbs like sardines in them hotbox ass lounges. So they're saying the violence is reaching the burbs. Some people are saying it's not the burbs. Some people are saying that's not where it happened. Bro. Turns out, actually, it was where it happened. A lot of people have been arguing about this, basically. But it is really sad. You know, apparently Wu wasn't the only person who was shot in the incident. And there's kind of more reporting going around to basically just vouch for the fact that this was what sounded like a targeted incident, and he was with somebody else.
Yeah,
just going around. It says Wu,
but it's still very far away from his hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want you to understand, like, 051 is closer to the lake. You know what I'm saying? And it's on 51st. So 51st to 122nd, that already sound like a long time. That's 70 blocks already. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you got from what, Drexel to goddamn Western. That's a drive too. Like, you got to drive west as hell to get to Western, and then you got to drive south as hell to get to 122nd. So he's still super. It's not like he got killed at Sharks right there on Cottage and 51st. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he got killed at the park at Washington Park. It ain't like he got killed at Revis. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, you know what I mean though. He didn't. It's places where it's not like he got killed right around the corner from his hood. That's what I'm saying. So it still, to me, sound like somebody either followed him or got his location somehow.
5-1 Young Money was with someone else in Blue Island when driving at 1 a.m. He was pronounced dead 2 hours later. The other person is in the hospital. Big loss for 051. Damn. He was the little brother of Melly, and he was trying to stay out the way, getting a real job. That's so sad that he was really trying to change his life and get out of this cycle and get out of these.
It is sad, but like I said in the last video, part of changing your life got to be leaving the city. If you is the brother, the blood brother of 051 Melly, the nigga who we know killed a bunch of people, and then you still out here involving yourself in the beef, it's not like that's your brother, but your ass was in the books, goddamn, in college, be a lawyer in LA. No, you was outside tweaking with motherfucker. You was pressing 600 breezy, like you still involved in the streets. Part of changing your life was supposed to be getting the fuck out of Chicago, boy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Streets.
Point blank.
And unfortunately, you know, he wasn't able to pull that off. Okay, they're saying Wu is the guy with the hoodie. I don't know why Driller is trying to say they did too. But we would see, I guess, people saying rest in peace, always spoke real stuff in his interviews. It says Wu seemed like a 1 foot in, 1 foot out person to me lately. Him getting a job and staying out of the way, but still trolling Zoo when he died.
Exactly.
I wonder if they got up with him at his job, because you can't work a 9 to 5 in that life, sadly. People saying, yes, you can. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can, to be honest with you.
No, you can't.
Just trying to stay out the way, LOL, in music videos, dissing ops and showing up at parks, trying to press people. Exactly. Chicago youth is being played out of their lives, and the politicians are sitting back loving it.
Exactly. So he wasn't trying to stay out the way. He was trying not to go to jail. He was halfway staying out the way. Like, you can't half step that shit, though. You can't be in work and be like, oh, I'm trying to change my life, but you still in videos, you still dissing your ops when they get killed, you still pressing your op when you see him in your hood, you still doing all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then if you watch his interview, he said that when he pressed 600 Breezy, he said somebody called him and said he was asleep in the house. He said somebody called him and said, hey, 600 Breezy and them over here doing an interview. He said, what? He got up, put some clothes on, came downstairs, drove to wherever he was at, to wherever 600 Breezy was at, and then pressed him. And I think they said it ended up in like a shooting. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. And then when the untimely passing happens to your life, you like, oh, I was trying to change my life. You know what I'm saying? Trying to change your life is not being in videos dissing your ops when they get killed and all that shit.
And this ain't no political thing. There's a cultural thing. Stop killing each other and stop glorifying it. Exactly. It's 2025. Don't matter what color you is, religion you is, or where you're from. We all got a phone, and that's all you need to make more money than you can imagine. Until these slums adopt the mindset of F the streets and start discouraging it to the youth, then this won't ever end. Ain't no politician can fix that. The adults in those communities got to start being adults and steering the youth in the right way. Make some effing examples out of them. Yeah. This is one of those times where, like, I want to get on my soapbox for a minute and just say, like, this is actually a really important point, and I don't feel like we do this in enough of these videos. I try my best to give a positive, thoughtful perspective on these very sad, messed up things that happen in this hip-hop, drill, gangster rap culture. But I do feel like it's just so important to say, you know, this isn't okay. There are other ways. I feel like when that person said, you have a phone and that's all you need to make more money than you can imagine, like, that's realer than you could ever even possibly comprehend. I do YouTube. I do pretty well off YouTube. Okay, I don't have to be outside. People say, Ross, they're going to catch you here, they're going to catch you there. I ain't really got to be anywhere I don't want to be, and I don't go places I'm not comfortable. And if I'm not comfortable, I'm gonna go with security. I can afford it because of the stuff that I do on the internet. Whether or not you agree or disagree with what I do, I am the beneficiary of a culture. I'm not talking about the rap culture. I'm talking about technology culture, okay? If you got a phone, you could do drop shipping. You could do YouTube. Why? People always say, oh, you're a white guy in hip hop doing this stuff. That's so wrong. I love to see a young black man come through and do his thing and get his money making content about stuff he's interested in. You know what I mean? And let's not make assumptions and generalizations that, you know, every young black person coming out of an area that's got problems has to be talking about hip hop. You got a nerdy white guy talking about hip hop on YouTube doing well for himself, because that's what I'm interested in. Maybe a young black.
He talking about doing well. This nigga's making 50,000 plus a month. Easy. He's doing far more than well for himself. He's doing better than well. He's doing great. He's still in his 20s. Making 500,000 plus a year, sitting in his crib, talking about shit that happened to niggas. I'm making 100 racks a month this is my 3rd year. No, I'm tweaking. 2026 right now. Actually, in this month right now makes my 4th year. 4th year lit. I've been lit for 4 years. I've been a millionaire for 3.5. Let that shit sink into you, gang. You know. Y'all got to start telling these kids that this shit lame. I can't be the only nigga on YouTube telling these kids, hey, getting killed when you 20 is lame as hell. Going to jail and sitting in here where it's stank and there's rats and bed bugs everywhere because you want to be a street nigga and you ain't even got no money off this shit. It's lame as hell. Sitting in jail for 10 years is lame. Getting killed at 21 because you said some shit on the phone that could have made you rich is lame. You feel me? Y'all gotta start, because the only thing that's keeping these kids from continuing to do this shit, or keeping these niggas to continuously do this, is because y'all think it's cool. Y'all let them think it's cool all day, every day.
Guy coming out of these areas that have these problems might want to make a channel about anime. Maybe that's what he's into, okay? Right. Maybe that's another way out of the streets. And when I went and did talks in prisons in the UK, and I told young guys and older guys that were going through serious sentences, maybe getting to the end of their sentences, trying to get out and change their life, I told all of those guys of all different colors and backgrounds, but people that had unfortunately got on the wrong side of the law, YouTube is just one of many ways that you can actually make a name for yourself. You can make income for yourself. You can build a business bigger than you could get a 9 to 5. You're not going to be judged. You're not going to be, struggling to get an employment, struggling to get a job interview. This is something you could do. Some people make money on Instagram. Some people make money on TikTok. You got drop shipping. People sell courses. People do. There's just so much. There is just so much. And it's sad to see how Wu went out. Some people are saying he was dissing people, but he was trying to get a job. He was trying to change his life. These things don't happen overnight. So I do want to just pay my respects to him.
That's cap, though. That's cap. You could stop dissing your dead ops overnight. You could just stop. You could just not do it no more. Or how about this? You can diss him to your friend all you want to, but you ain't supposed to put it on the internet and let everybody else see. If you want to joke and laugh with your friend about your dead op because he got killed and he killed one of your friends, or he was dissing your brother and killed your brother, whatever, cool. Say whatever you want to say, but stop getting on the internet. You can stop doing that overnight. It don't take no 7 business days to stop dissing a nigga. It don't take no 7 business days to stop going to the hood. You just stop going over there.
You know Wu, and basically just make it very clear for anybody that's young, that's going through these scenarios. And I said this at the end of my Stockton video on the main channel. There is another way, okay? You can make money online. You can do other things. You could get a job. You can change cities. There is nothing stopping you. You got so much potential. I'm talking to you, like you watching this video right now. who's going through it, maybe dealing with some of these issues, or maybe even thinking, I don't know, maybe the streets is for me. I'm telling you, it ain't gotta be. Okay, right. Maybe it's for some people, maybe it's not for other people. Some people don't make it out. Okay, so I just want to make that very clear and just give some positive encouragement in this video, because I think it's just so important to get that across.
Some little school grade digger, you know.
All right, so this 051 driller, and they say this video explains a lot about why everybody is posting Bezu after Wu died.
I stopped this rap shit and be out here stepping. I be trapping, rapping, shooting. My brother say I'm the GOAT. I buddy rap that shit, but ain't them cars is block. Let him say what he.
Bezu Killer's in this video. I got 100 for you. Sub Carolina, send it through. Don't talk about it. Be about it. Send it through, Sub Carolina. Zoo Killer's in this video. The two niggas and the driver is in this video. It ain't police shit. I bet you the police being figured this shit out. And we just now talking about it. And, you know, Lil Bird needs to be in my ear all the time. I just wait for the perfect opportunities to say certain shit.
Yeah.
CHF Bezu Killers are in this video.
But I'm gonna be honest with you though, bro. The only people that it makes sense that would have killed Zoo is 051 or Lil Zay Osama and them homies. Whatever the fuck they call themselves. But I'm gonna be honest, when Zoo died, y'all can go watch the videos. When Zoo first died, the first video I made, I said it could be 051. Why wouldn't it be 051?
On the screen.
Wait, what'd he say? What'd he say?
I'm talking about on the screen.
On the screen. I ain't gonna lie, this nigga right here, I could be wrong. It's just my opinion, but this nigga look right here, he looks serious. Like he's looking dead into the camera right now while he's saying this shit like, yeah, nigga. And I feel like a lot of people is so, you know, people will be so surprised. Me, I wouldn't be surprised with shit nowadays because I've literally in real time, I seen a nigga get robbed for his gun. Killed the nigga who robbed him like the next day, not even 24 hours later, on the freeway. Kill him. I'm talking about splatter his head all over the place. And then get back on Instagram and call himself Mr. 24 Hours and post up with the exact same gun that he killed the nigga with. I literally watched Bloodhound Lil Jeff and his homies drive downtown Chicago, kill 2 people at one time, get in a car, pull their phone out, record themselves with the clothes on that they just killed the nigga in, showing their guns like, yeah, we do this shit for real, showing them. I seen it. So it's like, I can't be surprised anymore.